What's up, YouTube? Timmy's here. Now one of the most fun action movies of the '90s. Like the '90s had some great action. Whether you talk about Air Force One, obviously The Rock, Armageddon, and all. Who doesn't love '90s action? Well, one of the most iconic ones from the '90s is, of course, Con Air. Directed by Simon West, starring Nicolas Cage. You also had the likes of Ving Rhames, Steve Buscemi, John Cusack, many others. I mean, if you guys don't know much about Con Air, which came out all the way back in 1997, it centers on a prison break aboard a JPATS aircraft nicknamed Con Air, and it was pretty much labeled as a Die Hard on a aircraft, if you will. Well, it looks like director Simon West is actually interested in doing a sequel. At the premiere of his new movie called Old Guy, which is a new action movie with Christoph Waltz in it, uh, it was at there Wes ended up discussing his directing process, which led to the topic of a possible Con Air 2. Fans of the first movie has been eager to see Nicolas Cage come back as former Army Ranger Cameron Poe in a big way, and its festival West could be back given the right circumstances. Saying, uh, definitely, I would always do anything with Nick Cage. I am a huge fan of Nick Cage. I have a great affection for Con Air, and I think he does too. We've talked about it before, and I think if it's done right, and we all have a great script, and we get back as many, and we get as many people back as possible, I think it will be fun. Now, of course, there is also talks that Nicolas Cage could also come back for a Face Off sequel, so that could be interesting. I'm not for a sequel. I mean, we're really having a little bit of a resurgence of Nicolas Cage lately. With that unbearable way of massive talent. Of course, you know that Renfield movie he did that was pretty fun. Uh, Happy Time Murders was pretty not Happy Time Murders. One Willy's Wonderland. I'm gonna say my bad. That was a pretty fun one. I mean, who doesn't love Nicolas Cage? So seeing him come back for a Con Air sequel could be pretty interesting. So whether this actually happens, that has to see. I mean, Simon West's career lately hasn't really been the best. Like he did do Expendables 2, which I think is the best out of the franchise. But some of his other credits, let me pull some of his other credits. Simon West movies. His other credits recently was Skyfire, Stratton, Gunshy. So he hasn't really put out some of the best stuff lately. Although his next film, by the way, is a movie with Rebel Wilson in it called Ride Hard. That could be cool, but I don't know. We'll see. If this will actually ever happen. But let me let you guys. What are your thoughts on Simon West interested in doing a sequel to Con Air? Were you ever a fan of the original Con Air? Are you even interested in seeing a sequel? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Timmy Simon.